Morning. So Thomas has a slow leak tire too. Man, I know I got to get tires on these trucks. I know that. I already told you guys that. But I'm just got to get other stuff done first. So today we're not combining. They don't have that spindle on hand, which I kind of didn't think they would have. It's got to come out of Regina. Should be here tomorrow, but sometimes Pure doesn't get it the next day. So, what a joke. That combine has let me down big time this year. No more Massey. Ever. Like I'm still going to run the Massey stuff I have, the baler, disc mower, the tractor, but I'm not going to go buy other Massey stuff. No. Built cheap. That's why it's cheaper to buy. But for that day, I should probably get some pricing because I need tires for this truck, Thomas, for the Uptown truck, for that service truck. The other new to me service truck is tires, they're okay on it, so that'll be okay, but I should probably do some pricing on some tires at my local fountain. That's where I'm going to go. And we're going to take this service truck to the field where I'm combining and drop it off. The wife's going to pick me up in Thomas, take me back to the other field where the stagger and harrows are. And I'm going to fire that up, go to the farm, unhook the harrows, hook onto the vertical till, go to the field that we're combining right now, and maybe start vertical tilling, or maybe get some prices on these tires. Because this service truck tires are pretty bad shape too. And I need this truck for a little while yet before I can. Now that I already used the spare tire, if I get another flat tire, we're hooped, right? So I should probably get some tires on these trucks today while we're waiting for the part for that combine again. Wife made me a coffee this morning. I don't even drink coffee. But the last time I said, oh no thanks, I don't really want a coffee, I never got fed for about a week there. So I just took it, thanks. So anyway, this is what we got left. The combine, right there. So I mean a good, that's probably more than half a day. There's a little bit, tiny bit left in around the tree, the two bushes there. No, it's pretty well straight because I was just about had her back to full passes, you know what I mean? In and around the bush was all done. You know what I'm saying? The headline around the bushes and all that. So I was just about ready to go back to long passes back and forth, and then that spindle broke. So yeah, I bet you more than half a day here, because especially if this all doesn't fit in the truck, I'll have to go unload it, come back, blah blah blah. It's another hour, probably in a bit. So minimum half a day's thrashing here, and plus call it half a day to put that combine together. Take the hub off the wheel, get that tie rod out of there, you know what I mean? Like, call that half a day, so a full day, if not maybe even longer, of getting this done. Now, I got 4 different weather apps on my phone. We better get to the other side of the field, actually. The wife's gonna pick us up here and leave this truck here, run me back to the stagger and harrows and swap all that out, bring it here after. But I got 4 different weather apps on my phone. Every one of those apps is showing rain for this coming Saturday. Now today's only Monday, but the part doesn't come in till tomorrow. Maybe, that's not a for sure. So if that part doesn't come in till, say, Wednesday, like I waited for that other part, that other $1,900 part for the shaker shoot thing. Let's say that part doesn't come in till frickin' Wednesday, maybe even Thursday. Who knows? Say Thursday at the latest. The part comes in Thursday morning. Get that part on. Get this combining done. This is the last field, the last few acres of 2025 thrashing. If it rains Saturday, the weather after Saturday does not look warm. There's not any more rain in the forecast after Saturday, but we're talking highs of like 7 degrees Celsius after Saturday, this coming Saturday here. So if it does rain on that Saturday, this coming Saturday, depending how much rain we get, it is not going to dry down very good after Saturday. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's the wife there now. So I really want to get this thrashing done, because yeah, if it doesn't rain, or if it rains Saturday, we still don't have that thrash. I don't know. There's not much left, so I mean, a guy could take it really tough if we had to. But I'm just saying, like, it's just a hassle to deal with it when it's that tough. So I hope that part shows up tomorrow morning. We get her all together tomorrow. Start thrashing after dinner tomorrow. She gonna start? The old 9380. Normally it starts good. It's a little cooler out this morning. This N14 Cummins actually starts pretty good when it's cold out. What other Cummins do we? Oh, the old Versatile. 835 Versatile with that 855 Cummins. +5, barely starts. This thing will start, I swear, mine is 10. But anyway, we'll warm her up. We'll switch these harrows out with the VT. Well, I think she's warmed up enough. Let's fold these harrows up and get out of here. Oh, crap. Made her to the farm. We'll get the harrows unhooked. Holy frick, look at all the chaff gathered back there. Unhook the harrows. Hook onto that green machine. The wind's picking up. It's a little chilly again. Well, we got them unhooked, but that vertical till unit needs all 4 hydraulic couplers hooked up, right? So I got to get some kind of plugs made for these things, because look how much dirt's in there. So we'll have to take it over to the pump house where the air compressor is. Service truck's back in the field, right? So take the air compressor, blow out the hydraulic coupler, nice and clean. Then we'll come back and hook onto that vertical till thing. While we're in the yard, may as well top her up with diesel. So the problem with this tractor, being it sits higher than any of our other tractors, like, you know, that old 4690, any tractor we've had in the past, the fuel tank's lower, so gravity feed always worked okay. Well, with this thing, being the fuel tank is up there, and gravity feeding out of that tank, it's the tank on the highest stand, it just takes forever to fill it. Like the sprayer, I can't even fill out of the gravity feed tanks because the sprayer just sits so high it won't flow. So I got to park the service truck right here beside the gravity feed tanks, put the diesel out of the gravity feed into the service truck slip tank, and then from the slip tank into the sprayer. It's such a hassle. I'd like to get 2,000-gallon ground level tanks with electric pumps on it, but again, that's just a cost thing I don't want to spend money on right now. Like you can see the meter, it's just barely flowing out of there. Oh, come on, dirty window. Come on. No, it won't show. You can kind of see the numbers there. No, you can't. Anyway, the tank level must be low enough where it doesn't want to gravity feed anymore. When the tank's right full, it will have enough pressure to, head pressure to, you know, gravity feed, but we might have to just call that good enough. And if I need diesel in the future, I'll just use the service truck and do it that way. Because I can see the numbers just barely turning it. I'm just going to do that field once over, and then there's a couple other fields with some ruts in it. I'm going to smoothen out some ruts. So one full tank of fuel in this thing should take care of all that. Shouldn't even burn a full tank, actually, but... Good enough! Okay, how close are we? Well, we're close. I just have to come back a little further. Well, don't pinch the hoses. Okay, so we're going straight back. How's that? Perfect. What the? Come on. There, we're all hooked up. Okay. Let's head her back to that field, I guess. Get her folded down. Man, hopefully those tires on the wings aren't flat or anything. I guess if they are, well, we got the service truck here. We'll take it off. We'll get it fixed. Well, we may as well start vertical tilling. I called the tire shop. They don't have the tires on hand that I want. They'll get the one set tomorrow for the service truck, and the other set for Thomas. Going to be a little while, so 2 different sizes of tires, right? So I guess let's start vertical tilling this field. We can do just about the whole field, really, with what's left standing. Like, we'll do that in an angle, but we can still do a lot of the field with the bush in the way there, you know what I mean? Probably get that done today, and then wait for parts hopefully tomorrow. But this thing's got 2-bar heavy harrows on the back of it. I'm going to do a rip around here and see what those harrows are doing. I think I might have them laid down a little bit from doing the sods here, because I found if you stand those tine harrow or the heavy harrows straight up and down on this thing when you're doing the sods, it'll actually drag the sods too much, and it kind of makes a mess. Like, it'll drag piles of sod, and then it'll just big dump pile of sod, right? So now that it's pretty chopped up, this field, I might stand those heavy harrows straight up and down to try level things out at the same time as chopping what's left here to chop. Right here at the gate looks really good, but out in the field there's a few low spots I noticed. The sods are pretty good size still, and with the harrows laid down, I don't know if it'll do what I want it to do. We'll see here. Do a little rip and see what the harrows are doing, see what kind of a job, kind of finish it looks like, and go from there. Man, is this ground hard. Holy frick. Oh yeah, see, these harrows are laid back quite a bit. It's not really spreading it around as much as I want it to. You can see the sprayer tracks here. See how it didn't really spread that stuff? I want it to carry that stuff a little more, spread it around better. That's not really spreading it at all. The harrows do a better job spreading it. Heavy harrows. Most of this field probably could have got done with the heavy harrows and it would have been fine. Man, this ground is hard. That freaking thing's hardly doing anything in places. Well, yeah, see how laid back those tines are and the harrows there? Let's try stand them up straighter. and see if we can get it to spread that chaff and sprayer track, spread it around more. But before we do that, looks like this tire is flat. Yep. This one seems low too. Well, hopefully they're just low. Service truck's right there. Oh yeah, but that thing wasn't working yesterday. Freaking air compressor. Now I got to figure that out. I guess we got time. This could be done in the dark too. It's not like heavy heroin. Heavy heroin you can't do in the dark because it doesn't break up. That stuff is good. Where this thing in the dark, it's fine. It'll still chop it up with the blades. Although these might not work that good in the dark, spreading that chaff and all that. It might ball up actually. I mean, you'd think the coulters would chop it up and up. I don't know, whatever. Well, let's take this over to the service truck, pump these two tires up. What about the other wing? The mainframe tires were fine. And then yeah, we'll set those harrows. How do we do that? It's got a bolt. I don't know why they got it bolted. It's almost like it, or maybe it was bolted from factory, but why wouldn't it just be a pin? That's freaking silly. Anyway, we'll set those heavy harrows up more straight up and down. How about these tires? No, I think he's good. Look at that, the tires are right off the ground. Pull it over to the service truck. Well, I'm not sure why the auto idle doesn't work on the welder, portable welder. I think what's going on with the frickin' air hose, I think it's froze. That's the only thing it could be. It's not. It's pressured right up, yet there's nothing coming out now. Like nothing at all. Huh. I think it's frickin' froze. It worked fine the other day when we changed the tire, put the spare on this service truck. And now there's no air at all. Last night there was a little bit. You can see how slow that moves. I think the frickin' arrows is froze. Well. We'll just let the truck run. Got heat flowing in the cab. Maybe it'll unthaw that way. I don't know. There's probably moisture in that tank. I don't know if I've ever drained it. What if we hook this directly up to the thing there? I wonder if that's the same. No, wait. Maybe this gauge is stuck. Is that? There's no air. Did a frickin' breaker trip? I think the frickin' breaker was tripped. And it wasn't. There! Yeah, we're just out of air, that's all. That actually reminds me, I should probably drain that tank anyway. Hose was froze. What the heck are you talking about? Oh well, we'll get this hose nice and warm anyway, because there probably is moisture in there. And frickin' breaker was tripped. That's what was going on. The heck? Try it now. Yeah, the frickin' thing was just out of air last night. How did I not notice the compressor? Well, it's frickin' the portable welder running. You can't tell if the compressor's on or not, I guess. That's my excuse anyway. Okay, let's pump these tires up. No, thought I was onto something there, but it still don't work. There's a little bit of pressure there, but not enough to fill the tire, you know what I mean? So there's air coming out of here. But it's not much pressure. It's like it won't. What's going on with this frickin' thing now? Holy, always something. There's a little bit of pressure in the tank, but not much. Not even enough to put air in a tire. Well, why won't the compressor kick in? Did that electric motor burn out on the compressor now, or what? There we go. Now the compressor's running. That's so weird. There, now it stopped. So is the compressor actually built up with air? Or what, like what's going on here? Oh, this is too funny. Oh, totally forgot. That's got to be cranked. Oh, I'm losing my mind. Losing my mind. Totally forgot when I was welding with this, obviously last. Turned it down to do the welding. And forgot to crank it back up when you use the generator part. See, it says right there, set to 10 for 120, 240 AC power, which is the plug-in here or this one. Oh my, that's too funny. Okay, well, we got the compressor part figured out. Still doesn't explain why the auto idle doesn't work on the portable welder. At this point, I'm not gonna look into that. It still works. We'll just use it the way it is like that, I guess. But now let's adjust each section of heavy harrow and stand those tines straight up and down more. Let's do that. Guess I could have shut that off a while ago. Was sitting there idling for how long? Okay. I got the bolt loosened off here. Now this should. There we go. Stand them suckers right there. That's better. I don't know why they got it bolted. Like, that can't be factory, is it? That should just be a pin with the frickin' hairpin or whatever. So you can adjust it quite easily. Why do you got to pull a bolt? I think somebody else put these bolts in there. That's stupid. Got them all adjusted. Now, I've tried it. See what I did here? I didn't actually go through the hole on this one. I don't know if that's even going to work. But they're straight up and down now. You know what I mean? They don't... There's going to be lots of pressure on those harrows, which is kind of what I want, though. I want to spread this chaff and spread it around and ruffle up the sods as much as possible with this pass. So we'll try it in that position, and if for some reason it don't work, we'll just have to pull the bolt, put it back, slide that up a bit so the bolt goes through this and that. You know what I mean? They won't be as straight up and down, but ooh, we got a stump stuck in there. See that? So that means that disc's probably not even turning. Oh yeah, it was. You can see it turning there. But we better get that out. That's restricting movement on that blade there, so I suppose we can't just pull it out either, can we? Oh yeah. Okay, well that's easy enough. I thought it was jammed in there. Okay. May as well check the other blades, make sure there's nothing else stuck in there. No, I think we're good. It was just that one. Yeah. All right. Oh crap, we got a broken tine on this end one. Oh well, it's just on the end. Let's try that, see what happens here. So I did a few passes. See what it looks like now. Yeah, those harrows are doing something now, but since they're only 2-bar, they only do so much, right? It's only going to spread it so much being 2-bar harrows. But this is a sprayer track. It is chopping it up and leaving it to basically nothing. I mean, I think I'd seed through that the way it is, because I'm going to seed this way next year, so we're going to be going right across the sprayer tracks. There's always that round around the whole field for sprayer tracks. You're going with the tracks and the drill, and I'm sure might cause issues in the drill, but I want to chop these sods anyway with this thing. That's why I brought this and not the heavy harrows. I don't think the heavy harrows would have done enough out here, like big chunks like that. Well, that's not so bad, but yeah, there's quite a few sods like this still. Even 3 times the size of that one. Over that way more in the low spots of the field. But this looks really good. You see how it's still leaving the stubble too? It's not knocking that stubble right down, which is good. But it's spreading it around, leveling things out, and chopping up these sods more. And spreading that residue around too, which is what I wanted to do. That's why I brought this outfit. Yeah, looks like that's working. Bolt not being through the hole, it's just kind of, you know what I mean, against there. It's not. Looks like it's working okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going, I guess. I went through a low spot back over there where I couldn't seed through it. I had to seed around it. It was wet in the spring. And being the harrows are standing straight up and down now, I started plowing dirt right in that soft spot. It was just so soft, I guess. And like I say, being the harrows are straight up and down, it started plowing dirt. Somewhere right here, I could see from the cab, somewhere right here. I was just checking the blades, make sure nothing was jammed in the blade. Sometimes you get a rock in between that blade and the centerpiece. And if that blade can't turn, it'll skid, right? Then you start skidding dirt, and you can really make a mess if you don't catch it. But I think it was just the heavy harrows. It was just, the dirt was just started to plow. I didn't think it would do that in loose dirt. Like lots of sods, it'll do that because the sods won't clear through the harrows, right? But straight dirt, I didn't think it would plow like that. I guess it did. But anyway, it was just that one spot. The rest of the field's fine because it's so freaking hard. Yeah, this looks good. That's about all we can do vertical tilling till the rest of the crop comes off. So I guess that's it. It's almost supper time anyway. I'm gonna go home for supper for a change. Not sure what I'll do after that. I guess I could come out to the combine there, take the tire off the hub, get the tire rod out of there, get as much done as we can so that we're ready for the new spindle. Not that that's going to take long, but it just, yeah, it'll just speed things up for tomorrow or whenever the new spindle gets here. So the vertical tilt thing, it's doing what I want it to do, smoothing it out. Because what I noticed when I seeded this field in the spring there, it was pretty wet. We just got a rain, and then I seeded it after the rain sometime there, and you could feel like the, not ruts, but where the tires of the cart were, you could feel the indents where the tires were when I was, going across it at an angle. And then at the end here, wherever I turned around, you could really feel the ruts. Like it was almost ruts in places. It was pretty rough. So in the ends where I turned around with the drill, I went back and forth twice just to try and level that out. Being fresh braking, I think, and soft right after a rain when I seeded it. I remember now when I seeded it, it was pretty wet. I probably should have waited before I seeded it, but I didn't. And where I turned around with that drill, yeah, it gouged the ground pretty good. But it's smooth now with the vertical till unit. It leveled it out pretty good. It's kind of why I wanted to bring this thing out here, not the heavy harrows. I don't think the heavy harrows would have done enough with those ruts on the end where I turned around with the drill. It is smoothing it out a bit, but not quite as good as this thing. Anyway, yeah, that's it. There's another field not far from here that's got some ruts in it. I want to smooth it out too, but I'm not going to go there and then come all the way back and then, you know what I mean? I'll just do that after. Let this old girl cool off. Well, it's pretty much cool off now. I'm going to go home for a bit. Freaking little coyote. Leah, stop. There's a coyote right here in the bush. What if he's showing itself, or is he right in the trees? No, I think he's right in the trees. Get him, Jax. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Go get him. Oh, he's like right here. You get him, Jax. I think he's just right inside there. Leah, stop. He's right in there. It's probably a pup. Oh, he's right there. Get him, Jax. Go get him. He's right there. He's right there. Hey! Get out of there! Get! Go get him, Jax. You go get him. Go get him. Get him, Jax. Get him. Get him, Jax. Get him, Jax. Get him. Yeah, he was right there. He's moving in the trees. Oh, there he is. See him? There he is, standing right there. Hey! Yeah. Oh, he's a brave little bugger. He's lucky I don't have a... Oh, look at that. He's standing broadside for me. Or was. Get him, Jax. Get him. There, Jax sees him now. Get him, Jax. Get him, Jax. Take him down, Jax. Get him. Oh, that's Jax's boundary. Oh, look at that. He stopped again. Boom. That's a young coyote. What happened, Jax? You chicken out? Why didn't you go bite him? There, he's moving again there. Oh, he stopped again. Holy, look, I got like 3 chances to nail him. Mind you, once you fired once, he'd be gone. Listen to that yipping little fricker. Anyway, that's one thing I haven't done forever. Call coyotes with your e-call, you know. I got one of those Fox Pros. I haven't done that forever. Me and a buddy used to do that. a lot of fun. Okay, Leia, it's enough. Anyway, we're gonna go check the one herd of cows here after supper as a family. It's that herd of reds we got not far from our house here. So gonna run out there in Thomas and make sure they're all healthy and got salt and all that kind of stuff. See you out there. How's the salt? Yeah, there's a little bit of, ooh, actually not a lot. One blue block there and one mineral block. Yeah, they're gonna need salt, I guess, next couple days here. Well, they're all spread out this evening. Some are over there and they're all spread out all the way around over there. Anyway, we'll just park somewhere in the middle and start calling them. See if they all come walking. Hey, Juicy. Hey, Juicy. What's going on? Don't rub the truck, you guys. We got Thomas, not Fred. Well, everything looks good so far, but we're gonna have to, man, the calves look okay. We're gonna have to, oh yeah, they're all coming towards the truck now. Not even calling them, they're just coming over. Hey, 710. Juicy. Where's Pet?
Right there.
Where?
Right behind.
Oh yeah, there's Pat. Oh, there's Pop Tart.
And
Pat.
Pretty cow's on the hill.
Pretty cow. Oh yeah. You can see Pretty Cow way up there.
She looks like she has triplets.
There's Pretty Cow. Hey, Pat. You want some pets, Pat? Hey, Pat. Oh, not many flies on you guys anymore. All the bugs are kind of going away, getting cool at night like that. Hey, Pat. Well, there's Bucky. That's the calf we put on Pretty Cow as an adopted calf on her. She, whatever laid on her calf or whatever happened there at calving time. And he was a twin. We had him as a bottle feeder for a while. And then we put it on Pretty Cow.
Dad, is Fox here?
Who?
No,
that's
Socks.
Like, you know.
Oh, no, that's at the home pasture.
Oh, yeah, because she's black.
That one's gonna start scratching the clay. You better get over
Dad,
Yeah. 9-5. Get back. Shh. Get back. Go on, Pet. Go on. Go on. Get. Go on, Pet. Go on. Okay, go on. Get. Get.
She doesn't listen. She's just
Freaking pets. Okay, is that all of them, you guys, or is there more?
I bet there's more.
Let's go on top of the hill. I think there's more than this out here. Yeah, I guess that is all of them. There's Pretty Cow right here, some random calf,
Dad,
and then
I counted 11
the rest
cows.
are all down there.
I counted 11 cows.
Well, there's more than that. When they're like that, Leah, just count every animal, and then there should be however many you get. But yeah, there's 2 crammed down there. It's hard to count them. Man, they're getting this pasture grazed right down to nothing. We're going to need rain next year, or we're going to be in big trouble. But there is some grass on top of the hill here. Eventually, it'll all be just like a golf green if you keep them in here long enough. Yeah, look at them. They're all coming up now.
I counted 33 of total.
Well, nothing's limping. Nothing looks sick, so that's good. But yeah, there's a dried up slough just over there in our field on the crop side, and another dried up slough over there on the crop side. I'm tempted to cut it with the disc mower, bale it up, and bring it right over here. Could just let the cows in the crop side, but the fence isn't good anymore. Fence has already gone downhill. And then they just tramp most of it and shit all over it, so... And then pack the soil where your crop is. I don't, I'm going to try cut and bale that and bring it right to him here. If we ever get done combining. Well, we're back home. Yeah, that one herd's going to need salt here within a week or so. But anyway, man, I hope that part shows up tomorrow morning. That $1,600 part, that's what that spindle's worth right from the Massey dealer here in town. What do? I didn't really want to shop around, look around, and then find out you get it and it's not even the right one or something. Just got it from the Massey dealer, $1,600, put it on, done, finish harvest. So, if it don't show up tomorrow, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe winterize the sprayer, or that's got to get done yet. But yeah, after this coming weekend, the lows are like +4 or 5. Still showing rain for Saturday, this coming Saturday. So it's coming down to the wire here. You know, every year, the last 3 years now, I've often thought, man, you know, we could have handled another 500 acres. I don't know about that this year. There is another 150 versus last year and the year before and the year before that, because I broke up that one field that we're combining now and a little bit more at home there. So there is a few more acres this year, but to get another or add another 300 acres, I don't know what. After this coming weekend, we'll see what the weather does, but it don't look very good. Like the lows are pretty cool, and yeah, anyway, I don't know. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.